players that the two teams have acquired. That Zach Norville you mentioned last week had 20 points last night.
Yeah.
3 3-pointers and the 191 over the Warriors.
And again, they didn't draft him. They signed him.
Unsigned
free
agent. Gonzaga, isn't he?
Yeah.
Gonzaga,
yeah.
Yeah, he played pretty well.
Yep. And then the other kid that I thought he played really well in college, 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, was Jordan Caroline.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a few minutes of him, and he does not look in shape. He does not look like a pro. That guy's got developmental league written all over him.
Yeah.
But I was shocked, actually. I was really, really rooting for him to do well, and they got just smoked by who they play, Phoenix? And they got
Phoenix, I think, in the
Denver.
first
I can't remember who but they got beat by like almost 30. But they played better, last night. But yeah, Zach Norville's a good player and a role player, but he's going to fill a roster spot. He's not going to give you 25 minutes a game, anything like that.
No. They've signed a couple of guys.
Well, there was Talon, Tucker Horton.
Yeah. But I missed. Who's the other guy? They just signed a guy a couple of days ago. I can't remember his name now. Jared
Dudley.
Dudley, yeah. He might be a help. He shoots the three pretty well.
Yeah.
Maybe it open up the lanes a little bit. The Clippers, they re-signed Beverly.
That's good.
That's big for them.
Yeah, Rodney Magruder. I don't know much about him, but and who's the other guy? Oh, you mentioned Troy Daniels, yeah. So I don't know whether the I don't know if the Clippers are signing these guys. I think Beverly was $15 million, wasn't he? His contract. I don't know if the Clippers have
3 years,
have excused themselves from the Kawhi sweepstakes by all of a sudden. Well, they've got
they got plenty. They got two
maxes.
They got space.
Yeah, they got 2 maxes, so they should be.
Yeah,
all right.
they got space.
So, what are you guys' thoughts on? Allegedly, now he's met with all the teams. Is this thing got to come to a climax here in the next couple of days, or is he going to wait another week?
It wouldn't surprise me if it's another week.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking, because I think it's Toronto.
Yeah,
it's like Toronto. He picks Toronto and he picks it on the U.S. Independence Day, because why not? You're going to stay in Canada. Why not do it on America's 4th of July, right? Yeah. Independence Day. Yeah. I think he's going to wait. I think he's going to wait, but I think it would be. I mean, if you're going to re-sign with Toronto and you knew it all along and you know it all along, why not do it on the 4th of July?
Well, yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
How about Iguodala? He's out there in Memphis. Memphis needs to buy out his contract, or is it?
They would need to buy out his contract.
Yeah,
they haven't done it yet.
He's already said he would come for, not much money.
I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of players like that, like Kyle Korver. There are plenty of players that would do that. Again, those are things that I mean, we could talk until we're blue in the face about that stuff, but we need the Kawhi domino to fall before it even becomes. It makes sense.
Right?
Because right now we don't have a point guard.
That's right.
I mean, let's just be let's just get it out there. Let's not get it too twisted. We still don't have a signed point guard. Mm-hmm. Caruso, maybe. I think they did offer him. They give him one offer sheet, right? So somebody can match.
What would the effect of Kawhi signing with Toronto have on the Lakers? Will the Lakers still be with LeBron and AD still going to be, and Kuzma still going to make a run, or do they need Kawhi to see that in
this year? This year,
if they don't say Kawhi does return to Toronto, where do the Lakers go from here?
I think they make the playoffs still, but do they need Kawhi if they want to win a title? I think they absolutely need Kawhi.
Yeah.
I don't think their work is done as far as with the guys that they have. There's still too many holes. So if the Kawhi domino doesn't, that tumbler doesn't fall into place, there's too many ifs to kind of know where things are going. So.
Well, this thing happened so fast. I mean, KD's, he announced that thing before the 3 o'clock time when it was supposed to be announced. I mean, that's one thing this is killing. It's killing Toronto. It's killing the Lakers, including the Clippers, because a lot of good players that they could, if this had happened the first or second day, the Lakers could have gone out there and probably nailed 3 or 4 pretty good players and fortified their bench, fortified their backcourt. But with everybody waiting, and now everybody just about everybody's gone. Nobody seems to want Cousins. He's going to demand the sky, and he's always hurt. But this makes it tough on Toronto, the Lakers, and the Clippers, because none of them have been able to. The Clippers have done a little bit, but just waiting like this, and everybody's gone, pretty much. So
well, let me dissect that a little. Let me unpack that a little bit. I'm not sure I agree, because Toronto won a lot of games without Kawhi, and I think they can still fill the spot. I don't. They're world champions, and they certainly couldn't have done it without Kawhi. But they won a lot of games without him. Yeah. I mean, they were pretty damn good.
In their record.
They were pretty damn good without him.
Yeah.
I mean, probably had a better winning percentage without Kawhi than with Kawhi. But that doesn't mean they're a better team. But I don't think they're, they'll say, all right, this is tough to lose Kawhi, but and they don't want that. But I don't think they're in as bad a shape as we would think, losing Kawhi. They're a good team. They got a lot of the pieces still in play. The Lakers still have a lot of other pieces, so they can wait forever. I mean, I don't think they're missing on anybody, frankly, that would have made as big a difference. So this is a game where, excuse me, you're coming up to the plate, down 3 with 2 men on, and you're not bunting those guys over. You're trying to hit the ball out of the yard.
Right.
So that's what they're doing with Kawhi. And so to me, it's like, I'm not disappointed if they swing and mess with 2 runners on and 3 runs down. I'm just not. And the Clippers are a different story. I think it matters more for the Clippers. I think it matters the most for the Clippers.
He did say originally when he was in San Antonio, he did say he wanted to go to the Lakers. Now, that might have changed, just like Paul George promised everybody in L.A. that if he would be here after 1 year in Oklahoma City. We saw how that turned out. So you can't really go on what he said a year ago.
Yeah, but I also heard that he didn't want to play with the Lakers. I mean, just as early as this past season.
Yeah, he wanted to come into the Staples Center and win it and beat LeBron in his own building. That's what he quoted.
I don't know who quoted him or whether that was, attributed.
Was I don't know if that's a direct quote, but that was the gist of what he was. He'd love to come into the Staples Center and take that